Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be a winter current favorites. Some of these things in here are a little bit more summery, however it is winter when I'm filming this. I don't do these videos enough to like have everything in specific categories all the time. In this video I have a mix of different things. I have some clothing, I have some books, I have some TV shows, I have some food, I have some random things, and I just like to share them with you so that you guys can get some ideas of maybe some new things to try, or just so you can see what I am loving at the moment. But without further ado, let's jump into this video. I might start off with clothing because I have a few pieces of clothing to show you. Now they are all like bottoms, so I've got 3 pairs of pants and 1 pair of shorts. So I'll do the pants first. So I have been obsessed with these black flare pants. They kind of feel like leggings, but they like look like pants, but they have the flare on the bottom with this like little split thing. I hope you guys can see that. But I have literally been reaching for these so much recently, and they just absolutely go with everything. They're super trendy at the moment as well. I just got mine from Kmart, and I've been pinning a lot of stuff that has this kind of look, and I absolutely love it. These pants, they're very high-waisted as well, so they like suck me in and they look really flattering, and they're just super duper comfortable. So I have literally been living in those. The next pair of pants that I have been absolutely loving recently are actually some new pants which I thrifted. Now they will either be in a thrift haul that is up or it's coming soon. It's just this black and white gingham pant. Now again, I have been pinning so much stuff with this gingham that as soon as I saw these I knew that I absolutely had to have them. They've got like an elasticated top, so they're super duper comfortable. Again, they're very high-waisted as well, so they look so flattering on me, and they've got a slight flare at the end. I hope you guys can kind of see that. So stylish, and I have literally been living in these pants as well. And the last pair of pants that I have to show you guys are kind of more of a summery piece that I was wearing throughout summer, but I absolutely love them and I haven't had a chance to share with you guys that I've been loving them, so I'm putting them in this video. But it's just this really nice beige pair of linen pants. Again, I thrifted these ones here, and they are literally the perfect beige pant. Like, they've got pockets on here, they've got the drawstring, so they're super duper comfortable, and they're just kind of more of like a straight cut leg. And these were just like honestly one of my go-to pairs of pants in the summertime. Loved these, but again, you could layer them in the winter as well to make them look nice. And I feel like beige pants again have been super duper popular at the moment as well. The last bottoms that I have is a pair of shorts, which again are a little bit more summery, but it's just this really nice classic grey pair of like kind of like sweatpants shorts. Very stretchy, has got the drawstring, has got the pockets. They're just such a nice length on me, and I absolutely love them, so I've been living in these and been loving those. Accessories in a way, so this is kind of like the random category. First up, I'm going to show you guys a pair of sneakers. So I have literally been living in my Fila sneakers here. These ones I literally thrifted from the op shop, but I just love how like chunky they are. I wear them a lot with those black flare pants, and they just look so nice. I like that they're chunky because I'm very short, so they lift me up off the ground, and they honestly just go with like so many different things. So I have been living in these, and they're really comfortable as well for like walking like all day. Okay, I apologize if I'm in a slightly different position. My battery just died, so I've just changed it over to my other one. And then the last accessory piece that I have been obsessed with lately is my new little crossbody black bag. So this one again is one that I thrifted, but it's actually a Peta and Jain bag, which you can get from Flo and Frankie. This is the inside. So you've got like a pocket here, this middle pocket, you've got like to put like your cards and things, And then you've also got this pocket which does have a little Peta and Jain logo there. I hope you guys can see that. But I just honestly really love this bag. It's also got a little like pocket at the back as well. But it's such a perfect like going out bag, and anytime we've been doing like a day trip anywhere, like shopping or going to church, like this is the bag I will use. And it's just such a good little size. It's a buckled crossbody, so again you can kind of adjust it depending on how you want it to sit, and it just feels so nice. I just love it to complete any outfit. Again, very trendy at the moment as well. Next up we will do some TV shows. So for all of these TV shows I will leave the trailers down below, so that if you want to go and check them out for yourself then you can. So the first TV show that I have absolutely loved is The Amazing Race, but the Australia version. I can't remember what season we watched. It was on TV on demand, but I don't want to spoil the ending, but the ending is something that has never ever been done in Amazing Race history, and I loved it. I thought it was done really well. I will obviously link down below what season it is that we watched, but it was basically the one where they had celebrities who were racing for like different charities. The Amazing Race is just basically we like race all around the world, and you do like different tasks and things, and you just basically have to not come last. It's a show that I grew up with, The Amazing Race. Very easy show to watch, a good family show as well. The next TV show that I wanted to recommend is a new one that Phil and I have just finished watching, and that is called Not Dead Yet. So this has the main girl in it from Jain the Virgin. It's a show on Disney Plus where basically this chick is a journalist, and she writes obituaries for people obviously that have died for this magazine, and she like sees the ghosts of these people, so she just talks to them and like gets to know about their life and things like that, and they kind of follow her and give her advice through her life as well. It sounds a little bit dark, but it's like very light-hearted. It's very funny. Also has the best friend from New Girl in it as well. She's like the best friend in this. Really freaking funny. All the characters are really good. It's a little bit cheesy at times, but we just love it. It's such a just easy show. I honestly love shows about people working for like magazines and things like that, whether it's a fashion magazine or a lifestyle magazine. Anytime someone is working for a magazine, I'm like, sign me up. Like, I just love that sort of stuff, and I love the kind of like officey environment, because obviously I don't work in an office. So yeah, it was a good show, and I think there's only 2 seasons of it, so really nice and easy to watch. The next show that I watched recently with Phil, and we binged it so incredibly quickly, but that is called Silo. So this one I think we just streamed, but it is based on a book series which is a trilogy called the Silo trilogy. I've got the first book on my shelf called Wool. You guys would have seen it in my previous BookTok book haul, so if you guys missed that I will leave that down below. But basically it is a like post-apocalyptic science fiction TV series where basically people are living in an underground bunker because they believe that the world outside is not safe to live in due to radiation. So they all live underground in this silo. There's like different levels of the silo depending on how like rich or poor you are. I think there's like 150 something different levels of the silo. Basically they send people outside to clean, who are people who have either expressed an interest in going outside to like check that it's safe, or people who are like criminal, and basically what they do is they like clean the cameras and clean the window so that people can see outside if it is like radiated or not. And there are rumors in the silo that it is safe to go outside, and that the people of the leaders of the silo are just keeping them underground as a form of control. It's very interesting. As of right now there is only 1 season which ended on a cliffhanger. They are currently filming season 2, so I don't know when season 2 drops, but as soon as it drops I will be watching it, because Phil and I absolutely loved the first series, like the first season, and I bought the book because I am so keen to read the series as well and see where it goes. But yeah, kind of gives that science fiction kind of like dystopian kind of vibes. So if you love TV series like that or movies like that, then you will really enjoy the TV series. And then the last TV show that I have to recommend is one that I started watching literally I think when I was about 15 and never ever finished it, and then It came, I think it was on Disney Plus that we watched it, same with Not Dead Yet, and I was like, oh, like I started watching that when I was younger but never finished it. So Phil and I just like binged it, I think in like 2 days. And there's 10 Things I Hate About You. So obviously this is based on the movie. The characters are like the same. What we did is we watched the TV series, binged that, and then watched the movie afterwards. And it was pretty like same with the storyline. You obviously are following Kat and Bianca, who Bianca is not allowed to date until Kat dates, but Kat is very much like focuses on school, doesn't really care about boys, just wants to get into a good college, that kind of thing. And Bianca is played by Megan Jeanette Martin, who plays Tessa in Camp Rock, or Tess, I can't remember her name, but I really like that actress. She's also the main girl in Mean Girls 2. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just like a very like cheesy program, but it's like the best, like in the best way possible. It was kind of one of those ones that was on like a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, it was such a walk down memory lane that I just absolutely had to include it. Now we will move on to movies. So I just have one movie that I want to share with you guys, and that is a slightly newer movie, and it is Anyone But You. Now Phil and I watched this on my birthday. He rented it and we yeah, watched it on my birthday, and wanted to go and see it in the cinemas, but then it like went in and out of cinemas too quickly and we couldn't quite get there with our schedules, and it was just really fun. Basically it is this couple who had a one-night stand, and then they end up being friends with the same people, because they like didn't keep in contact because of an incident that happened. The main girl's sister is getting married, and I think the sister is friends with the guy that she had a one-night stand with, and so they're kind of like forced into this situation because all the like family and like a few friends have gone to this like house to like vacation and stuff while they like prepare for the wedding and things like that, and they like have the wedding while they're like away on vacation. And the parents of this main girl have invited her ex to try and get them back together, so her and this guy that she had a one-night stand with like fake date. So freaking funny, and I really liked the storyline. It was really good. It was also like quite believable, which is nice. So if you've not seen it yet, I would highly encourage you to. It's honestly so good, so funny, so definitely go and check it out. Alright, next up we will do some books. So I have a few books that I want to share with you guys. So the first book that I have that I want to recommend is actually one that I don't have the physical copy of right now because my best friend Rachel is borrowing it, but that is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. So this one is a YA thriller book. Holly Jackson is also the author of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, which I haven't read yet, but I know that like that series and 5 Survive have also been really popular lately. I freaking loved 5 Survive. It's a very quick, fast-paced book. Basically 6 friends are, I think it's their spring break of college. They all decide that they want to go out camping in this RV, and it's late at night. The RV gets shot at and there is a sniper shooting at this RV because all of the people in the RV have secrets, and so he basically just doesn't let them leave and kind of traps them, and it's told in like a 24-hour time span, which I really loved. It was really like interesting to try and figure out like who's who. I think I guessed part of it but not all of it, but I really enjoyed it, and it was such a fast-paced book that if you are looking for something to get you into reading, or if you want something very fast-paced, I would highly recommend this book. And because it's YA, it's not dark either. It's not a dark thriller. It's more like a mystery thriller than like a dark thriller, if you know what I mean. The next book that I want to recommend is a little bit more of a summary one, but I had to include it because I absolutely loved it, and that is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So this book here I read back in February, so I read it in summer. This is the second book in the Maple Hills series. So the first book is Icebreaker. I think I actually put in my last current favorites because I really enjoyed it. We get the third book, Daydream, coming out in September, so I'm really looking forward to that. But basically we are following Russ and Aurora. So Russ we met in Icebreaker. He was in there for like a little short amount of time, but he is the goalkeeper in this ice hockey team. Aurora is a new character who we met, and basically These two end up having a one night stand at a party, and then they both end up as camp counselors at this summer camp, but they basically just have to pretend that they like don't know each other. But I really enjoyed this. This book also has a lot of found family with the other like hockey team, because you do get members of the other hockey team, you do get all of the kids at the summer camp as well, and I just really loved it. It definitely brought me back to like my camping days at school. It was a bit shorter than Icebreaker as well from what I remember. Yeah, about 380 pages, so pretty substandard. Obviously it's a romance book. I love the cover as well, super duper cute, but would highly recommend if you want to. The only thing to note with the Maple Hill series is it does contain spice. And then the last book that I have to recommend is a slightly newer one that I just finished, I think last month in May. As I'm filming this, it's June. I don't know when this video will go up, but I think I read this in May. I think this was mine and Shelby's book club pick for May, actually, this book. It's Confess by Colleen Hoover. You've got two main characters. Was it dual POV? I think it was. Yeah, it was. So you are following Auburn and Owen. Auburn has kind of just moved back to the small town after something happening. And Owen owns an art gallery where he basically paints people's confessions, so they can submit an anonymous confession and he will paint it. And then these two meet, and then it's kind of like their story kind of goes from there. There's more to it than that, but I don't want to spoil it. Both of these characters have a lot of emotional depth. They do also have a bit of trauma, so I would check the trigger warnings before you go into this book. I really love Colleen Hoover's writing. It's super duper easy to read, very quick to read. It didn't take me very long to read this at all. This was also quite short, like it's just over 300 pages, which is awesome. It was probably up there like being one of my favorite Colleen Hoover books, so would highly recommend that you check this out if you haven't already. There's no spice in this from what I remember, but just a nice romance book. It definitely is not YA, so both Confess and Wildfire are adult romance from what I know. Next up we will do food. So I have a couple of food things that I wanted to share with you guys. The first food item that I have been loving is a pasta that my stepmother-in-law and I made for the first time a few weeks ago actually. But it is like this tomato and garlic penne pasta. I showed you guys how to make it in my, I think it's in my exam uni vlog, which I don't know if that is up yet or if it's coming soon. If it's up, I'll link it down below. If not, it's coming soon. It's super duper easy to make, really yum. Definitely if you want to know how to make it, either go check out that video or wait for that video because I explain like in depth how to make it there. But it just tastes so good. It tastes good second day as well. Heat it up in the microwave, and it's also a really good meal to make for a lot of people because you can just make a huge batch of it, and it is so yum. I've literally made it so many times since then. It's like making a normal like white sauce, and then you put like these sun-dried tomatoes, and you obviously like cook the butter with the garlic at the start, and then it's like a smoked chicken penne pasta as well. So you just put smoked chicken in the sauce, and it tastes so good. So definitely highly encourage you to make it if you haven't. And then the last food item that I have been absolutely loving at the moment is actually a salad that my sister made that I have now copied. So Shelby, this is your salad. I'm not taking credit for it. Probably got it from somewhere, but it's just a tomato, cucumber, red onion, feta, olive oil, salt and pepper salad with balsamic drizzle over the top. Such a nice and easy salad. It is probably a bit more of a summer salad, but we make it all the time here at our house. It's just really nice to like go with different things, and it tastes great. So highly recommend making it if you haven't already. You literally just chop it all up, chuck it together in a bowl, add salt and pepper, add a bit of olive oil, stir it around, and then serve it with a balsamic drizzle, and it tastes so nice. The last category that I have is beauty. So I have one beauty item that I wanted to share with you guys, and that is this EOS lip balm here. So this was actually courtesy of my sister who got this. I think it was in Hawaii when she was overseas, because this is actually a brand we can't get here in New Zealand. But I have been loving this lip balm. It kind of just smells a bit like watermelon-y, which normally isn't my favorite scent, but this reminds me of holiday because I used this when I was in Wellington at the start of this year, and I've been using it pretty much every morning after I've done my teeth. It does a really nice job of keeping your lips hydrated, because my lips tend to crack a lot in winter and they haven't cracked since I've been using this. So I know that this works, I know it works well, and definitely when she goes overseas next, or if I ever go overseas, I'm gonna hunt one of these down because I desperately want another one of these, because these are really, really good. It smells great as well. If I can find it on Amazon, I will link it down below so you guys can get it, and you guys will see this in a beauty haul at some point. And that is everything, guys, that I have been loving and obsessed with lately. I really hope that this gave you guys some new recommendations of some things to try, whether it be books, TV shows, clothing pieces, all of that good stuff, or maybe some new recipes as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's always linked down below in the description box. If you guys want to watch more of these current favorites videos, I have an entire playlist on my channel, so I will leave that down below and I'll pop it in the iCard if it's working as well, so that you guys can go and watch more and get more recommendations if you want to. And that is everything. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.